Hi everyone, welcome back to the 100 Day Healer Inner Child series, and today we are on day 23. So, now we are actually diving deep into the various kinds of wounds, right? And understanding them. And like I said, awareness itself can be healing. And when we understand where it's coming from, um, what is it leading to, we are going to be able to untangle it and then obviously in the process heal it, right? Today I want to focus on the abandonment wound. Okay. Now, I think at some point or the other, right? We all probably felt this way. We all probably felt like, we didn't get the attention that we uh, needed, or we didn't feel wanted, right? And in the process, we probably not, I mean, obviously all of us, but some of us would have developed a broadcast, which is basically a statement that we keep, sending out into the universe energetically, based on, certain wounds, would be that, there is nobody for me. I can never be, I can never rely on anyone, right? Like, for instance, if you, it could be a small example of, you're waiting for your mother, right? And probably she's coming to feed you, or probably she's coming to give you something, and suddenly in the way, she got a call and then she forgot to come to your room, and then she started taking the call, and suddenly it's been like a few minutes, a few moments, and then she's not there, and suddenly you feel that, your mom's not there for you, right? And this probably happened a couple of more times with different people, and then you develop a belief that you cannot rely on anyone, right? And now, how does it show up as an adult? You grow up, and then you keep meeting people, uh, partners who keep leaving you, who keep cheating on you, or whatever it is, because in your mind it's very clear that nobody ever stays, or you cannot rely on anyone. So everybody around you then becomes unreliable. You see how that works? Because your belief is that nobody can be relied upon, this means everybody is unreliable. And so then you create a future in your adult life with folks who are unreliable, be it work, be it relationships, be it whatever. Yeah. So it's very important for us to understand if you have this abandonment wound, and if you do, then of course, then work on it. And that, we can flip that belief system, or not just the system, but of course, this particular belief around abandonment, and bring in that secure attachment, bring in that security that is required, right? To heal this specific, um, abandonment wound. Okay. So actually, another thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to abandonment is, as an adult, who will be working with this inner child, it'll be very important for you to show up for this inner child consistently. Because in order for your inner child to trust you, or to develop that belief in you now as an adult, you will have to keep showing up for your inner child again and again and again, so that one day this inner child can believe that yes, love is safe, or yes, I can depend on on this adult. Because if you yourself don't show up every day for your inner child, the inner child will continue to believe that it cannot rely on anyone. Yeah. So keeping all of this in mind, let's do an exercise today. Find a quiet place to sit, close your eyes, take 3 long deep breaths, and feel the ground beneath you. Okay. Now visualize your inner child, the one who felt left, the one who felt forgotten, the one who felt forgotten, the one who felt unseen, you know, and try and locate that inner child. Maybe the inner child is somewhere feeling alone, sitting alone. Yeah. Maybe it's a dark room, maybe it's a corner, maybe it's a playground, after everyone has left, maybe it's a birthday party, when no one showed up, whatever it is, whatever that instance is, whatever that particular story is for you, go back to that story, go back to that inner child, yeah, and start walking towards them slowly with gentleness and compassion in your eyes. When you reach them, kneel down and, softly say, I know what it feels like to be left behind. I know what it's like to wait for someone who never came. You don't have to wait anymore because I'm here now, right? You become that adult who shows up for your inner child who felt left alone. If they hesitate, don't rush them. Just sit quietly beside them. Okay? Let your presence speak louder than words. And as you sit there, breathe with them. Imagine your heartbeat syncing with your inner child's heartbeat. And now imagine a soft, warm light enveloping both of you. This light represents safety, the energy of never leaving again. And as this light expands, repeat, you're not alone anymore. I will stay with you through it all. Feel this promise sink into your body as an energetic contract of belonging and safety. Take a deep breath in and open your eyes. And now coming to the daily check-in, like I told you, this if you have an abandonment wound, okay, one of the like easiest ways to heal this wound is through consistency. Okay. You can develop a daily habit. Okay. It could be just be checking in with your inner child every single morning, right? So every day you can put your hand, or every night, whatever you want, create a ritual, right? Put your hand on your heart and ask your inner child, I'm checking in. How are you feeling today? And listen to your inner child's response, even if it's silence, even if it's sadness, even if it's anger. And then say, thank you for sharing. I'm here with you. I am here with you. Even the small exercise, right? It'll rebuild that internal trust. Believe me. It'll show that inner child that love no longer disappears. There is somebody who's every day asking me and telling me, asking me how I am and telling me that I'm here for you. So, you just try this one small radical practice every day and you'll see what happens, right? You're showing up for yourself every day. That's what happens, right? When you feel abandoned, the opposite happens actually, where you feel alone. You feel like nobody's there for me. You feel like I've been left all alone to just deal with everything on my own. But if you keep asking yourself every day, how are you? You're asking your inner child, and you tell that inner child that, I'm here with you. It will bring that trust back. Yeah. And now I'll give you some journal prompts for today. The first one would be, who or what made me feel abandoned as a child? You know, who or what made me feel abandoned as a child? Second, how does the fear of being left alone show up in my adult relationship? So if you do have that abandonment wound, how does that show up in your adult life? Yeah. Third, in what ways do I abandon myself emotionally today? Is it by avoiding? Is it by self-criticizing? Is it by numbing my emotions, right? So write that down. Be honest with your own self. Yeah. And fourth would be, what does it mean to stay with myself even when I'm hurting? Because what happens, folks, is that um, we don't really stay with our emotions. Have you seen? The moment you feel like a difficult emotion, you go on a Netflix binge. You go on a literally eating binge, right? You go on to watch a movie. You go on for a drive, right? And you just try to avoid this emotion that you're feeling. Because but what happens? That emotion is not gone, right? It goes into your body and gets accumulated somewhere, isn't it? So then what does it really mean to stay with myself, to be gentle with myself, to acknowledge my emotions? Yeah, this is quite, for some, it might not be easy, but all I can say is be gentle with yourselves. You are developing a new way of living, a new way of being, and it might seem hard, but it's the most nourishing and healing way of living. So try it. Give it a chance. Give yourself a chance. Yeah. So thank you so much. With that, I'll sign off today. Anisha Dutt from Zarya Healings.